Oh yeah, here I'm back, and yeah, it's been a nightmare to figure all that out. So I got to the point, okay, fine, okay, I have the computer assembled, everything works fine. I will need to optimize the computers. I don't want to get my CPU, RAM resources, or GPU resources to be consumed by random stuff. I want to cut everything. Only want the DAW to run on it smoothly, and that's it. I want to monitor the consumption, the resources consumption through the panel, where you can see how much percentage you're using your CPU or everything else. So after I got everything down, I bought and installed the libraries. It was a nightmare to install some of them, but I managed. In the end, I was so nervous. I was so afraid to buy these expensive libraries, and then I wouldn't know how to install them or to use them. But yeah, I've optimized my keyboard to use as a MIDI keyboard to control the samples and everything. So it's been stressful, but I managed actually to have a setup I wanted. So then it grew up. I got the speakers, I got the headphones, professional headphones, and everything. And then I was able to do everything that I needed to do, basically. And that opened up a world to me, a whole new world. I realized, I said, well, I can actually do anything now. I mean, I can do percussion patterns, because I was a drummer before. I keep on tapping my hands, my feet. I think about rhythms, patterns, and stuff. So through the MIDI keyboard, through the iPad, I was doing a lot of experiments, triggering through the iPad on my computer. I managed to connect those. So also, yeah, through the keyboard, I could play anything, like synthesizers, orchestral samples, chords, melodies, anything, like any instrument. Play the guitar, play ethnic instruments. Got myself a couple of Chinese and Mongolian libraries. In the East-West subscription, I had access to anything, literally. So I said, well, I can do anything with this. Even I downloaded like sound effects packs where you download this mini audio files. So you have like kind of trailer music. So wow, I opened up a whole new set of possibilities there. But yeah, I've been doing, of course, the Grim Ghost stuff with that, then starting again from the Tales, Sagas and Legends EP, Arm of the Wolf Rider. I've done everything through that. But then something kicked in, and I thought, at the same time, meanwhile, I got myself a laptop, like a MacBook, for studying. Almost at one point I was studying data analysis. Again, I wasn't to keep things separated. Yeah, on the laptop, just gonna do data analysis. I'm gonna study data analysis. I'm gonna install. I'm gonna have Python there. I'm gonna have SQL. I'm gonna have do all this stuff. But on my PC, I'm just gonna have music stuff. But then I ended up installing video games there and playing them. It's crazy. Yeah. In the end, I ended up using my PC also for. I was playing Genshin Impact for many years, GTA 5, a few other games. But that's not how I intended it to end up, but I ended up doing that. But then I started like, let me see how GarageBand is on the MacBook. Let me see this and that. So basically, I ended up getting Logic through discounts from Sora. I got the pack where I could download basically Logic Pro Make Music, which is the equivalent of Cubase for making music. I downloaded the Final Cut Pro. So basically, I had the Apple professional softwares for editing music and videos, basically. So at one point I came to the conclusion, and also I want to reduce stuff. I feel like I was accumulating stuff here and there. So I said, you know what, I can actually do everything on my laptop. I even did a gig. I managed to basically install the sounds, VST sounds and everything, and trigger them through my keyboards. I managed even to do a gig with Gringos using the laptop. So wow, this is so convenient. I can do everything from this tiny box. I can carry around with me. I can save all the presets there and do everything with one solution. I just need a MIDI keyboard and the laptop and produce all the sounds from the laptop with a very stable machine, because I knew that was possible before, but I was not trusting the machines with it. But this is super reliable. So at one point I was like, you know what, for practicality, convenience, but also to get rid of stuff because I don't want too much stuff. So I decided to get rid of my PC. And it's been like since last year I've been saying that, but it took me ages because I was like, oh, but what if I want to play some games? What if I want to do this? What if I want to do that? And it took me 1 year just to come to the conclusion and say, no, just get rid of it. You don't need it anymore. Just stop with it. What if, what that. So basically now, it took me also almost since the beginning of this year the idea of, well, how do I sell it now? So I sell it to, okay, I was being lazy at the beginning. I thought, okay, I'll sell it as a whole piece. I present it as a whole piece. It's got everything inside. It's super powerful machine. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell it for a high price I want. I think originally spent around £2,000 for all the components, more or less. And I was like, come on, I need to. It's super powerful. I mean, yeah, it's still like, it's now 4 or 5 years old, the computer, but it's still super powerful machine and it works fine. Yeah, it's a bit dusty inside, but I just clean the dust and it's like new, literally. And I was fantasizing of selling it for around 1.5 for 1,500 basically. But then everybody was telling me, no, sell the parts separately, you're gonna make more money. But then that means that I have to disassemble the computer again. It's gonna be a whole lot of nightmare. I have to list every single part. But anyway, in the end I took courage and I managed to do that. Sat down, I wrote all the descriptions, all the founder, I researched the prices and everything. So I managed. Then it took me a lot, another whole bunch of courage to sit there and patience to sit there and box everything and wrap everything and make the listings on eBay. But finally today, why I brought this up, because today actually it went pretty well. I managed to sell all parts, and today I'm basically, now I'm gonna go have breakfast and I'm gonna head out and gonna ship my last piece. Finally, the CPU cooler fan basically. So there's been an end of an era basically. So yeah, now I can do everything on my laptop, on my MacBook laptop. I already did 3 recordings for Gringos, yeah. So it's all good. And yeah, so glad I got rid of it. So many complications, bulky stuff, lots of cable around. Open it up. So cramped in there. You have to. It's such a nightmare. The laptop is nothing. It's just like, it's literally like an iPad with a keyboard attached, and you can run any software in there. So no limitations. So now it's much easier. Yeah, I can do everything all the same things basically. I got a relief now. I'm selling the last piece, getting rid of it, and that's it. I still conserved, kept my the storage. I just bought, they call them enclosures, so it's a box where inside you put the stick, the M2 sticks, or the SSD, no, yeah, the SSD sticks, the SATA memories. That's it. Have my two M2 2TB sticks where I put all the libraries. I just plug them through USB-C cable. That's it. And I've got all the storage. And now I've got everything on the studio basically in my little suitcase for the laptop. Everything there, super thin. I've got 4 hard drives basically. Easy. I can play live, I can record music, produce music from home, from anywhere I want. I bought now the headphones, like close back headphones, because before I had open back headphones. So I'm isolated. I can go now and make music fully, like professionally, whenever I want, however I want. It's amazing. I think, yeah, that's it. I'm getting close to the motorway. It's gonna be super noisy there, so I think I'm gonna close the video here. But yeah, if you're watching, if you're listening, thank you. See you next time.